Hello everyone, let's tune into today's third video. We're going to have a look at the weather. The 10 to 14 days for today's third video. Day 10 will take us to the 6th of July. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the Unsettled GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe run down a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video for July itself. We still don't have a CFS weeklies, fortunately, today, but we'll have a look at CFS for July itself at the end of the video, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, say it was our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, and we've also released a verification for the spring forecast as well. So see how we did with our spring long range forecast. If you would like to do that, please like, share, subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Got the final Glasgow update coming up for you this evening as well, by the way. Right, we're going to start off with the latest temperature observations. Hang on, let's put my leg and foot up. Hold on. Ow, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Right, so, yeah, we're going to start off with the latest temperature observations from XC Weather. Very warm to hot afternoon out there. 28 degrees flashing away at London Heathrow, and also, ouch, down there at Farnborough, and also at Hertsman's as well. Other areas like to Western at 24, Cranfield at 25, Cambridge at 26, Stansted at 25, Bristol's at 26 degrees, Shopton is at 24, and Leek, a little bit cooler there, 22, 20 at Bingley, and 22 at Spadadam, and up to Tullabridge, 17 degrees, down to Belfast, it's 19 degrees, so a little bit cooler and fresh in the door, but very warm, locally hot in the south. Still a couple of hours left of warming as well, so I think 30 degrees will be achieved. We might not get to 32 today, 90 Fahrenheit, but 30, 31 looks like it's possible in the next hour or two. And obviously, this having a big effect on the CT. So the central temperature is now sitting at 13.6 degrees. That's half a degree below the 61 to 1990 average. That's the visual to yesterday, to the 25th of June. That's really rocketed over the past few days. I think it's going to get into the 14s. It'll be into below 14s, so somewhere about 14.0 to probably 14.3, something like that will be our final number. So they'll be very close to long-term averages actually, but you know, big contrast between the month. The first half very cool, even quite cold. Oops, let's get rid of that. Very cool, even you say quite cold. Second half of the month significantly warmer. So a real month of two halves there. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles the next couple of weeks. On London today, the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're starting off above average with the upper air temperatures at the moment. We'll find the upper air temperatures dropping though through the second half of this week. Then into the weekend, so of next week, close to average, a little bit up and down, perhaps a bit of a cooling change showing up as we go through the first week of July precipitation-wise. So quite a bit of dry weather over the next few days to the end of the weekend. Obviously for London, there will be more in the way of showers and, you know, spells of rain further northwest though. But next week looking a little bit more unsettled actually. We have got more in the way of precipitation spikes showing up there from the beginning of next week through to around the 10th of July. So we could be going into like a more unsettled sort of first week, 10 days of July, possibly a bit of a drying trend showing up at the very end, but that's a long way off, extended range and therefore unreliable. We have not got the temperature precipitation anomalies again today. The website's back up and running, but they haven't updated yet, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be back tomorrow. Not doing very well with this video, are we? But we are reliant on these third-party websites. If they go down, if they don't update their data, then it does leave us a little bit stuck. Anyway, we'll move on to the latest wind flow map. So this is the latest wind flow map from earthnullschool.net, showing quite a big area of low pressure to the west of Scotland with an associated weather front. That's on its way to us, and whilst that does look quite a significant feature, that low and its weather front is going to undergo rapid weakening overnight tonight and into tomorrow, so it's not going to be quite as dramatic as it looks. Nevertheless, it will be quite windy tomorrow, and there will be some rain, particularly so for more northern and northwestern regions, but probably not quite as dramatic a cool-down changeover as you might have expected given the deepness of that area of low pressure. Right, let's start going through the chart data then. Let's have a UKMET Euro run, looking big night on Saturday. So low pressure to the north Scotland, that's the low I've just been looking at actually. It's filled and moved away to the north of Scotland by midnight on Saturday. Into Sunday, some sort of shallow chop moving through, could bring some showers even into the south. And then into next week, well, a little ridge builds into the southwest, but the north looks quite unsettled. By the end of the UKMET run, it gets us to midnight, I should say, next Wednesday. Low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, starting to hint at least at some wet and windy weather. Icon, again, with a northwesterly flow, rather showery, and a bit of the cool side as well. Into the beginning of next week, again, we're into those northwest winds, a little bit cool and showery. But by the time we get through to middle of next week, signs of low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, little transient ridge ahead of it, yes, but signs of low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, perhaps hinting at some wet and windy weather. The KMA, all much of a muchness as we go through the weekend, rather cooler and more showery, but we're into those showery northwest winds early next week. Dryish in the south, quite acceptable in the north. Remember, middle of next week sees low pressure deepening. North of Scotland brings some wet and windy weather up there. Into the end of the KMA, well, the resource eye has a go at building back there, but it doesn't really come to much. The next low is rolling in by the time we get through to the 8th of July, which is as far as we go with the KMA. This is how the GFS midnight run looks. Again, we're into those rather cool and showery wind, or cooler and showery northwest winds over the weekend. Next week, we find that low pressure deepens in the Atlantic. So as the week progresses, we gradually start moving into more and more of an unsettled pattern. Northwest southeast alignment to the jet stream brings cool air in from the north, and low pressure hinting at showers, longer spells of rain by day 10. Into the more extended range, well, another low pushing through there as we go into the second week of July, looking really quite changeable with this GFS run, eventually ending up with a ridge building up from the Azores, possibly hinting at something a little bit drier and warmer there by 12th of July as far as we go with the GFS today. This is how the GFS 6Z looks in comparison. Again, we pulled down those northwesterly winds into the weekend, so it will be a cooler, fresh feel over the weekend. Some showers in the north. Next week turns quite unsettled with low pressure deepening. That actually looks quite wet and windy by the middle of next week. That's Wednesday. And then beyond that, when another low drops into the second half of next week, that brings more unsettled weather with it. It does look like quite a cool and unsettled first week, 10 days of July, I have to say. Beyond that, well, not deep with low pressure, but still generally looking quite mixed with shallow lows close to the country, bringing a barely shower, possibly some longer spells of rain. All the time we remain with a west-northwest wind, so temperatures are somewhat subdued. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much to everyone for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. 20 subscribers will get us to 18.6k, so please give us a sub, and thank you so much, everyone. Okay, GM, again, low pressure, not far from the country over the weekend, bringing showers to the north. Should be mostly dry down south, but can't rule out some showers. Early next week, got this little low messing about. That might bring some rain into the south. And then through the course of next week, while low pressure gradually deepening in the Atlantic, so as the week goes on, next week it turns more unsettled, cooler and showery with longer spells of rain possible. That's day 10. Again, low pressure right over top of the country, showers and or longer spells of rain, and pretty cool with it as well. And then lastly, the ECM looks like that. So once more, we bring down these northwesterly winds over the weekend. We'll be turning cooler and fresher into next week. Now, low pressure brings unsettled weather in the north. Probably not too much rain initially in the south, but eventually low pressure starts punching through even into the south, bringing increasingly unsettled conditions with bouts of rain. The worst of rain will be in the north and west of this, but I wouldn't rule out some wet weather getting down to the south and the east, especially later next week. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from tometeo.com. Showers in the north over the next few days, mainly dry just about in the south, but on into next week, well then, wet weather even starts spreading down into more southern and southeastern regions. Bouts of rain coming and going through the course of next week. A much more unsettled picture all the way up to day 10. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10. Bringing the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 6th of July. 21 members of the ECM ensembles have low pressure to the north, a mid-Atlantic ridge, and winds coming in from a westerly direction. So quite unsettled with showers, local spells, rain about 18. Again, with low pressure over to the east of the country, high pressure in the middle of the Atlantic, winds in from a northwesterly direction, rather cool and unsettled. And 12 with high pressure to the southwest, low pressure to the northwest. That will be the driest weather into the south. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Well, this is the option that we've got. It's only one. It gets us to the 11th of July. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them with some sort of high pressure in the Atlantic and a bit of a blocking signal around Greenland, and probably a shallow trough through here. Overall looking rather cool, rather showery through the first week, 10 days of July there. CFS finally, and this is the 700 millibar height anomaly from the CFS B2 for July from Monday. The monthlies haven't updated either, but I can just show you this because I haven't shown this since it last updated on Monday, so I can bring this, but remember it is quite out of date, and hopefully we'll get some updates from the CFS tomorrow. If not, we're going to be a little bit stuck. But anyway, on Monday, the CFS was suggesting high pressure ridging up from the southwest for July from the Azores, low pressure away towards Greenland and Iceland. It was indicating a slightly above average temperature anomaly, and as far as precipitation is concerned, showed no sign. But you would have thought with high pressure ridging up from the Azores, a relatively dryish month would be likely. Whether it will still look like that now, bearing in mind the charts are looking quite unsettled for the first week, 10 days of July, not sure. And as I say, hopefully we'll get some updates from the CFS tomorrow. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Make sure everyone for doing that. Drop a comment as to what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe to. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. So we've got the final Glasso update coming up for you tomorrow. Tonight, what I'm talking about. Final Glasso update is a heat. It's a heat. No, or maybe it's all the drugs I'm on since I got out of the hospital with painkillers. I don't know. No, what am I saying? So, no, it is the final Glasso update for you tonight about 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, going to have a 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. I'll be at 10:14 there. Not sure about the European outlook. Got hospital appointment. I'm going to go to NGH tomorrow and get my foot and ankle checked, change the plaster, take out stitches and all of that stuff. So, depends how long that takes. I may not be able to do the European outlook again tomorrow. And I haven't done it for ages, so I know that. And so if I have to cancel it tomorrow, then I'm very, very sorry about that. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Anyway, you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday, you know, and enjoy the sunshine and the heat if you like it. The message from models is make the most of it, because it does look as though next week will be a lot cooler and a lot more unsettled. But in any case, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. See you later on for the final Glasso update. Bye for now.